And I'm Alexander Montgomery on another episode of the Glam Live here at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty. Now, we would like to thank Andrea Smith, who was my first guest star on this episode. She's Miss Transsexual Australia 2016, where she represented our country at the pageant in Barcelona, Spain. Now, our second guest for today is Rowena Hansen, and she's actually a grand finalist for the upcoming Philippine Fiesta pageant, where she will tell us more about it in a short while. So, join me in just a sec. Hello guys, so we're here actually at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty, and I've got Lina, who's actually the makeup artist here, who's actually going to work on Rowena's face. So how are you going, doll?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
That's great. So how are you going, Rowena?
Amazing. Nice have your hair.
Yeah, fantastic. And so Lina, what sort of look are you going to do for Rowena today?
So I'm going to be doing a kind of summery, pinky, bronzy look, but a bit amped up, glamorous.
That sounds really fantastic. So Lina is going to give you some tips and tricks on how to actually do your makeup to get you ready for the pageant and to actually bring home the crown. How about that? So Lina, tell us more about yourself. Actually, are you a student here?
Yeah, I'm a student here. I started in February, so I'm almost at the end of my course.
Wow.
Yeah, coming up to
exciting.
Well,
woo!
So yeah, my main thing is beauty makeup. I love to be able to transform people.
I know.
Have them looking their best.
And look at you. You look very natural. Do you have something on today?
Yeah, just skin and then some mascara.
You can't go wrong with such a beautiful face, doll. So Rowena, you're going to get some summary look today, done courtesy of Lina at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty. So how are you feeling?
Excited.
Excited? Fantastic.
Looking forward to the end result.
Yep. And so are the viewers, I believe. So would you like to tell us more about this pageant? What is it about?
So it's actually a charity pageant. The Filipino community in Australia, we're the only Filipino community is the only community that don't have a center. We're only the indigenous community that don't have one. So when they asked me to join this pageant, I look at the course and the purpose of the pageant, and I saw the need for the community center for the next generation to come. So mainly, all proceeds of the pageant and the fiesta itself goes towards building a community center.
Wow, that sounds really, really novel. I think it's the first of its kind in Australia, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure other communities does different sort of fundraising for their own organization as well.
Okay.
This is our way.
Wow. And I know charity is very close to your heart. We had a little chat before. So is there a specific charitable organization that I should say that you are working with? Representing, I should say?
Well, at the moment, I was being asked to be an ambassador for the Mental Health Foundation in Australia.
Oh, wow.
So, in terms of the need with Australians and our community, it's
massive. Yeah, and that's massive work. Good on you.
Health without mental health.
That's right. And I think it's all interlinked. We must also feel great up there, and we must feel great how we look and inside as well. Fantastic. So Lina, you're just about to start. What are you doing? Can you just bring us through, please?
Color matching her skin. So I'm trying to see, she has a very warm undertone, and now I'm just trying to get the shade right. So I think that one's a little bit light. I'm going to go darker.
And I think that's very important, isn't it, to actually get the right foundation in accordance to your skin tone.
So I'm going to sheer it out a bit because it's a very creamy, thick foundation. So I'm using some makeup blend.
Okay, so it's called makeup blend.
Yeah.
Where you're going to blend it in, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm just going to thin it out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how you use it, with a little brush. and just cross-check to see if it's matching her skin tone.
And you can, yeah, that's looking like blended in. It'll be a nice match.
Yeah.
So
I see, Lina, that right now you're working on Rowena's sides of her face,
Yeah.
whereas the other makeup artist before, she started with the T-zone, and she said it was perfectly fine if you started anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, it really depends on a preference. Okay, on a personal preference. Yeah.
yeah, I like to target it more where there's coverage needed.
Yeah.
So, and there's a little bit of redness here, so
Yeah.
I'm covering that up. And then once I've got it all basically where I want it focused, I'll just blend it all out.
Okay, good idea. So when would the finals be held, Rowena, and where?
We actually got the second round of the competition to be held in Carrington Drive in Albion this Saturday, 25th and the 26th. That's
Okay.
the Filipino Fiesta Victoria.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to do a cultural dance with all our backup dancers,
Yeah.
and also catwalk and any major festival
Yeah.
any organization usually do.
Wow, so you've been practicing, I believe.
Yes.
Did you have a coach to help you?
That's yours?
Or
I've actually structured the dance for my cultural dance with the help of a friend.
yeah.
And I'm working on, I've got 9 kids who's going to be my backup dancer. I chose them rather than the adult, my adult friends to be my backup dancers, purely because of the purpose of continuing the goal of teaching the next generation our culture and heritage.
I think that's a great idea, actually, because children, they have to learn when they're young and not forgetting their roots.
Yeah, and
So
we
they
only did
all-
one practice. We only did one practice.
Yeah.
And we didn't have
Oh, just one?
aced it.
Oh, wow. Okay. How exciting.
Very, very much so.
And what I love about the work that you do, Rowena, is that this pageant is very much for charity, right? And it's not just for your own pride or glory, and that's what I really, really love.
Absolutely. We're living in a world where everyone's just all about themselves.
Yeah.
And to me, it's more of preservation
Yeah.
of the Filipino culture in Australia.
Yeah.
We preserve our culture and heritage, but we
Yeah.
also integrate in the Australian society.
Yeah, that's great. And we all should, actually. And that's fantastic. So I see, Lina, that you're currently blending in all of the foundation.
Yep, I'm making sure there's no spots that are gonna show up as being patchy or anything, and blending it down into the neck so it matches.
Okay.
So sometimes you look at photos and you see someone has like a very light face.
That's right.
Or like a
Yeah,
mask.
I've seen some of those actually, and I'm going like, what's going on,
So what you need to do is just blend it down.
Okay. In your opinion, Lina, do you think that the quality of brush used during the makeup process is very important?
Yeah, I'd say so. You want to have, depending on what kind of thing you're doing, but I find denser bristles pack on the colour the
Better. Okay.
But just how the brush works, not necessarily the brand.
Okay.
So if you find something that works for you, I think just use it. I've got a lot of different brands in here.
Yeah, I can see that. That's amazing. So, what advice would you give to our viewers at home if they were to go into somewhere that sells brushes?
Yeah.
How would they know if that brush would work for them? Should they try it on?
Yeah, I guess generally you're able to try. So I guess if you bring the makeup that you usually use, then it would also work with that. And you can just try how it looks on you.
Yeah.
If you like the feel of it and if it feels nice on your face as well.
Buy it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel nice, just place it back and walk off.
And also I like applying makeup to be like a nice pampering experience. So softer brushes are pretty much what I go for, so that just feels like a very nice soft massage.
Yeah, that's a great experience actually. We all want a little bit of pampering now and then.
So I'm going in now with contour. This palette has a lot of a nice range, so you can mix colors to get a nice. You want the contour to look just like a natural shadow.
Okay.
Not like you've put brown on your face.
Okay.
So here I'm just going under the cheekbones to bring them out, and always brush up because that lifts the face.
I like the way you're applying. You know, it's like you're such an expert.
Yeah, I like to go in with little bits of product at a time. You don't want to go in with something and
Too much.
too much and you have to wipe it off.
Yeah.
If you just slowly build it up, you can get.
That's a great idea. So just build the makeup up on the face and to get the look and effect that you want. So what is the contour used for actually?
It's just for bringing out the face shape you have and the features that you most want. So the dark colors push things back. So if you want cheekbones, you can shade under it so it looks like you have a shadow, so your cheekbone's coming out further. Or you can also, if you have like a very broad face, you can bring it in or just make it more of a more even shape.
I understand.
So if someone has a very strong jaw and they'd rather look more soft and feminine, you can just shade it. Or if some, you kind of just look at the features of the client and assess what is good to bring out.
And what's great to actually conceal. Okay, fantastic.
And you just want to have everything looking proportional.
And so balanced and harmonious with the look.
So often it's just about putting some shadow there so it's not bringing attention, it's just having a nice even look of the whole face. Okay,
gotcha. And why is it important to actually contour the forehead as well? Is there a specific reason?
You can just, it brings in the side of the forehead, so it makes a more rounded shape. Rather than if it was light here, it would be broader.
Right.
So I'm just trying to create like a rounded shape to match the jawline.
Okay. So it's all about the look, guys. So you have to decide what look you want first, and then you go from there. Am I right, Lina? Okay.
So it's good to have something in mind that you're working towards. But then often when you get to the client, you see that a certain, for example, eye shapes. Some eye shapes don't suit certain looks, so you just have to modify it a little bit. But generally, you can keep the idea you started with and just put it onto their face in a way that flatters them specifically.
Right. Okay, cool. So you can pretend to have a summery look during winter as well, just with makeup. Oh, that's great. So Lina, do you actually work freelance? Do you work for some place?
I'm freelancing at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Just doing mainly like events. I did some makeup around Halloween actually. So
wow.
Cool.
Yeah, you look like an expert. So are you on Instagram, Facebook, where our viewers can locate you? What's your address?
Frangelina Makeup on.
Could you repeat that?
Frangelina Makeup. Frangelina is my first name. Lina for short. It's FRANGELLINA Makeup. On Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. So you can see the line there is a little bit harsh, so I'm going to go and really blend it out.
Okay.
So it looks like a natural shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a smoky eye, it's all about just blending, making sure there's nothing
too harsh.
Too harsh.
Yeah. We want a more natural look. Yeah.
So now I'm going to go in with a denser, flatter brush to put the pigment on the mobile lid, which is the bit you can see that moves when you make it. So I'm putting on a shimmery pink. So I'm just going to press it on.
Oh wow, I can see a lot of difference already actually.
Yeah. Open. Yeah. So a shimmery lighter color will open up the eye and bring light to where you want it to be.
Okay.
And the mattes and the darker shades push back.
Okay. What sort of colors should our viewers at home use for smaller eyes, for example?
For smaller eyes, I'd say lots of lighter.
Lighter? Yep, to open it up.
Just open it up. And also, I say focus on the lashes.
Okay.
That's what really will open up your eye.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, if you're going to do eyeliner, often people draw just on top of the lid, and that can really close it up. So I say draw into your lash line. So if I can show you when I'm doing that. But you lift it up, just draw right on the lashes.
Right.
And then that's not taking up lid space, which when you have smaller eyes you want to have.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. What's the difference between a gel eyeliner and a liquid eyeliner and a pencil?
I'd say pencils are very good for defining the lash line, and they're good to smudge out. Liquid liner is very good for very sharp,
dramatic effect
lines. So if you want to do an eyeliner wing, that's good to do. And gel I find is pretty good for everything. I really like it. It's pretty versatile.
Okay, so with the gel you can actually achieve any sort of effect that you want pretty much. That's what you're saying.
People use the eyeliner as an eyeshadow base.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they've just put it on the eyelid and then blended it out, and it creates like a very dark. So if you close your eyes, so you can lift up the brow and you draw as close to the lash line as possible. So you're really drawing into the lashes.
Oh, Lina, you're making this look really easy peasy, but I'm telling you, for viewers actually at home, if they were actually doing this on their own, it would be quite tough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
You've got to struggle with the brush and your eyes.
You can do it with a pencil as well.
Okay.
Yep, it's just about, it doesn't have to be a very straight line, you're just pushing colour into your lash line so it looks like your lashes are very thick.
Okay. It's to give the illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want it as dark as possible.
Okay.
On the lash line. So yeah, you're just pressing it right above it so that when you open up it just looks like it's not taking up, there's still a lot of lid space there.
That's right.
But also with mascara and lashes it'll look like just very thick.
It's really making her eyes pop right now.
Thank you.
Oh my god, Rowena, you look so much better. But you know what they say, you need a very good canvas to begin with, you know. So you've got a great canvas, doll.
I do. Would you mind closing your eye again? Yeah. I'm gonna do just a little bit of a wing.
Okay.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Just to help lift the corners of the eyes.
Yeah. Okay. I sense you focus a lot on Rowena's eyes. Is there a specific reason why?
I guess that's generally where most of the focus is because eyes are very expressive.
Okay.
And also it can really transform how the face looks.
Right.
If your eyes are looking a bit dull, you can look very tired or...
That's true.
Yeah, so you want to have your eyes looking very open and bright and...
Yeah. Okay. Without going through a plastic surgery.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to look up, please. And just draw a line.
So what you're currently doing is to outline the eyebrows right after you've painted them in before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was just, the powder's just filling in gaps and creating the shape. And then, especially if you have a very thin brush, you can draw little eyebrow lines so it looks like you have more...
Fuller eyebrows.
Yeah. If you don't have naturally very thick eyebrows or very shaped eyebrows, you can draw them in.
So what sort of makeup are you using? Is that the same one that you used before for her eyeshadow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to, I think, do a little bit thicker eyeliner on the outer corner just to...
Make the eyes pop a little bit more? Yeah.
I think I'm going to draw straight across. See how the wings are quite thin? I think I'll draw straight across because this is quite a like classical vintage 50s eye, but I'm going for something a bit more modern. So
okay.
I'm going to draw straight across to the top of the eyelid here.
So is that always the case, Lina, where the lippy has got to match with the person's dress?
No, it doesn't have to, but it's nice if it's either matching or a colour that's complementary to it.
Okay.
Or if you want to go like opposite coloured.
Contrast.
Yeah, that can be a very...
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, very strong look.
Okay.
So I'm going in with a pencil to create the shape of the lip that I want.
To line the lips. Yep. Is that always important, Lina, or can somebody just apply lippy without the pencil?
You can just apply it with your lipstick if you want to. It's just if you want a more defined look.
Okay.
And also it can help it last longer if you have a base of like a lip liner or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I find you can create a very crisp line with a pencil.
There are some new products on the market, I'm talking about lippies, where it doesn't fade out. Have you tried those? Are they any good?
You mean like the lip stains?
Yeah, that like it stays on for hours and hours and hours. I've heard of those.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you tried those?
I think some of them.
Yeah.
When they're a matte
Yes.
lipstick, they can be very nice. Depending on the formula, they can dry out your lips.
Oh.
I find putting a lip balm under it helps, but it means it doesn't last as long. But it is more comfortable wear, which...
Right, okay. But it's a lippy, girls, you know, just fish it out from your handbag and just touch it on, like...
But also I find lip stains, they can last quite a long time and they stay very vibrant.
Okay.
And because they're not like a thick product, you don't really feel it on your lips. I find that to be really good. So now I think just lashes left to start with. Have you got to curl your lashes very often? Okay, I can do it. I was just wondering if you had it done before.
Are falsies better or eyelash extensions?
It depends what you want them for, I guess. Yeah, just personal preference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I reckon the falsies are a cheaper alternative. But do they look natural though?
Depends which ones you get. These ones are quite extreme because I'm going for a glamour look.
Okay.
But you can get very thin ones that will blend in with the lash line.
Yeah.
Or if you want something really natural, I find individual lashes are very good for that. So you can just put them where you want them.
Yeah. So you would need to apply glue to her eyes first, her eyelid.
First I'm just going to measure and see if it fits her eye.
This looks interesting.
So yeah, that's a good size.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna...
So question, if it's not the right size, what should they do?
You can just cut it.
Using a normal scissors?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's extending too far in a corner or something and you don't want it there, you just cut it off and then it'll apply easily.
Okay. So they would need to actually apply mascara to the top and bottom row?
Again, it's just personal preference.
Oh, okay.
I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Often people with like droopier, downturned eyes probably shouldn't because it just brings more attention.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah, but with your eyes, you have big wide eyes that lift up a little bit.
Yeah, she's got lovely eyes.
Yeah, so it's fine to put. them on the bottom lashes.
Rowena, you look smoking hot. Look at you. Oh, you were alive before, darling. It's just to enhance whatever beauty that you already have.
I think they always think I look sick without makeup on.
So, Rowena, coming back to your charity, so is there a chance that our viewers can actually follow you on Instagram or Facebook?
Yeah.
Do you have an account to actually know what you're actually doing?
Yeah. My Facebook account, Rowena Ann Hansen, and Instagram account, Ro_Hansen.
Okay, fantastic. Would you like to repeat that again?
Rowena Ann Hansen Facebook account and Instagram account, Ro_Hansen.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Is there anything that you'd like changed or that you like differently?
Do you love it, Rowena?
Yeah.
Great.
You happy?
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lina, for today. And we'll be right back, guys, with another segment of the Glam Life. We'll be right back. Thank you. So, Rowena, thank you once again for being with us here today at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty. What do you think of what Lina has actually done for you?
She's a perfectionist. She did an amazing job transforming me and enhancing my face.
Your natural beauty, enhancing your natural beauty, yes. And we would just like to thank you once again for being a guest star on our show today. This is the Glam Live, brought to you exclusively by Artiste channel. I'm Alexander Montgomery, and I would personally like to wish you the very best in your upcoming pageant.
Thank you so much, Alex, and to Glam Live. Thank you for having me as your guest star for today.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, Rowena. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys soon. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Glam Live, and I'm Alexander Montgomery here at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty. Today we're going to talk everything about makeup. I'm so excited to present to you guys talking about makeup, tips and tricks. And we've got this beautiful girl right here, just sitting opposite of me. Her name is Carly. She's actually one of the trainers here at this college. Carly, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us a little bit more about what you do here in this college.
So I'm one of the trainer educators here at Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty. We offer the Diploma of Screen and Media, and next year we'll be starting the Certificate 3 in makeup as well. And yeah, we offer the students a broad range of opportunities, teaching in the beginnings right through to special effects and
Well, that's fantastic. You know what, guys? If any of you would like to enroll for a course in makeup, please jump online to mcohb.com.au. Did I get it correct?
That's correct.
Fantastic. And so what does the course entail? How long is the course actually?
The Diploma of Screen and Media is about 13 months.
Okay.
And then I'm unsure of the Cert 3 because we're only just beginning to run that one.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the special effects unit in it.
Yeah.
It's just sort of more standard makeup based.
Yeah. And what sort of curriculum does this course entail?
Well, they do a lot of practical. There are obviously theory sections and researching, but you're basically being equipped to become either a freelance makeup artist or work in one of the makeup department stores and set yourself up.
Cool. And how long have you been at the school, Carly?
I've been at this school for about 2 years now.
Okay, cool. And you are, of course, a professional makeup technician, right?
Makeup artist.
Makeup artist, my apologies. So what actually made you go into this profession?
I've always wanted to do makeup. I did hair first. And
I know, look at your hair. You look gorgeous. And your eyeshadow, everything is on point.
Thank you. I do try. I've always had a love for it. I chose hair first because I can go anywhere in the world with hair.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
About 7 years ago, I decided to back it up with makeup.
Wow, you can't go wrong with hair and makeup actually.
No, and it's good to be able to make someone feel amazing about themselves.
So you're one of the trainers here at this college.
Yes.
So how many students are there in the class?
It varies month to month during like intakes, so we can have anywhere from 1 or 2 intakes right up to sort of 10 or 12 in a class.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the enrolments.
Yeah, and as I was actually walking into this college, I see a lot of diversity here,
Yes.
which is just fantastic. You get a lot of international students?
We do. We get like heaps of them, and it's great because they come over to learn about like our culture and our ways, and through them we learn about theirs.
Yeah, and what about Australian citizens or permanent residents? They can still enroll, yeah?
Yes, of course they can.
Yeah, and they would get subsidies from the government, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so once again, if you are actually interested to enroll in a makeup course at the Melbourne College of Hair and Beauty, just jump online to mcohb.com.au. Thank you so much, Carly, for today.
No, thank you very much.
We'll see you soon.